Tim, we got Ramsey Nijem is a great wrestler. He just finished his wrestling career here at UVU. He's a local favorite, 2-0. And I don't know much about the guy from New York, but he looks like a stocky little dude, and he looks like a grappler by the looks of his ears. So I'm sure he spent plenty of time on the mat.
I'll tell you, he's had some good training. He trained for a while with Couture. He's got a black belt in judo and has quite a background in martial arts all over the country. So he comes in prepared at 23 years old to take on Nijem here in front of a home crowd.
He looks just like Matt Serra.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. That was a great inside single. Taking down Ramsey like that with a single is no easy deal. Ramsey just did a great job of hipping over. Ramsey really is a great wrestler. That was really good scramble there because that was a great shot by Uresk.
Ramsey not only a good wrestler, but he's inspired to be here in front of this crowd. He got the warmest welcome so far of the night.
Oh, yeah. No, this is his hometown. This is his university, so he should be the favorite of the night. Uresk was working on an arm from the bottom, trying to sweep Nijem, but Ramsey is really got a great base. He's lanky, but really good base.
See Uresk trying to sneak that right hand
in there.
He's
going for a guillotine.
He's got it double, both hands in there, too.
Wow,
Nijem will have nothing to do with that.
Through. Ramsey really did a great job sitting through, almost like a fireman's carry to get out of that double, was a crazy two-handed guillotine.
Ramsey also doing a good job of using the cage to his advantage early in this fight. And you can see Uresk fighting to get away from the fence. Now he's going to go back to that front guillotine. Picks Nijem completely up off of the mat.
Wow.
Which looked better than I think it actually was. But
I actually saw Ramsey's hand come out like he looked like he wanted to tap. I think Uresk has some really good jiu-jitsu skills. His submissions, at least on the throat, are looking tough.
Nijem looks a little surprised at this point, and it might be that one of those guillotines did take a little bit out of him. But
oh yeah, no, I think his throat's a little sore. Now he just passed. Now Uresk is passing Ramsey's guard, but Ramsey's doing a good job of reaching through, getting the leg, and now Ramsey's coming out on top. Wow.
And just like that. He didn't learn this here at UVSC, I'll tell you that, or UVU as it's known now.
No.
Utah Valley University, they don't let you throw punches and elbows like that in collegiate wrestling. Josh Rosenthal might not even allow it here.
He was warning him for those 12-6 elbows, which are illegal, but really hard to stop sometimes. Ramsey's got him pinned against the cage, but Uresk is really crafty and doing a good job of keeping himself from getting any damage.
And again, an explanation of the rules. You just can't come straight down with an elbow. You can come across. Nijem now throwing some hard punches both sides, and a couple of those did land.
Wow, Ramsey's looking good now.
Uresk just covering up at this point. What a barrage from Ramsey Nijem.
Well, now he's taking Uresk back, and he usually does not sink the hooks. Interestingly enough, he avoids the hooks typically. He likes to just sit back behind on the hips, sit real low on the hips, and try to land some damage in the ear hole.
He's trying to roll him over here. Get ready for the
now
rear
he's going
naked.
for, it's more like a neck crank. He's got one hook in, and he's got him back against the cage. So Ramsey's doing a good job in these scrambles of ending up in the dominant position. Now Ramsey's raining down elbows.
Looks like underneath that right eye of Uresk has opened up a little bit too. Wouldn't be a surprise with the number of elbows that have come his way.
Ramsey's really improved his ground and pound. I'd say not even worry about passing, just he got too high and Uresk is in between his legs. He looks like he's going to try to elevate and come out the back.
Ramsey doing a good job. Again, you talk about from a training standpoint, this is what you like in a fighter. In the heat of the battle, they are taking notice of what's being said, the instruction coming from their corner.
Yeah, now Ramsey takes Uresk back, and he's landing some good shots to the ear of Uresk. Uresk is trying some sort of a, oh wow, now Ramsey has a full mount.
And
gives up his back.
Uresk gives up his back again. Coming to the end of the first round, I don't think there's any doubt about who's going to win the judges' scorecard on this one.
You know, Ramsey really did a great job.
Wow.
I was surprised with how well Uresk came out with his grappling in that takedown. Ramsey's long arms has been a really big asset for him in this fight. He's been able to reach through the legs of Uresk, who's the shorter fighter, and flip him over.
It gets a reversal you're watching on the replay, and then he immediately starts raining down those elbows. I'll tell you what we're seeing, and Adam, you've seen both of the first two professional fights on his record for Ramsey Nijem. We're seeing the development in this young man, making that transition now from being more than just a wrestler.
Absolutely. He's really gotten much better at landing damage once he gets a guy to the ground. He's a much more exciting fighter now than he was.
There's a good look at the mouse under the left eye of Uresk that we were telling you about early on in this fight.
Ramsey needs to keep that left hand up because it looks like Uresk is looking for that thing. I can see him staring at Ramsey's jaw. Uresk wants that overhand right. See, look at that.
And there it comes.
It was almost like I planned that.
Giving cues from the sidelines.
If I was cornering Ramsey, I would have told him to keep his hands up, but luckily he saw it coming in time.
Ramsey
but
almost,
now he's down.
He almost rolled him out of that, but Uresk does a good job of getting side control and balancing out the weight.
Uresk has some, looks like he has some tricky ground game. He's really doing a good job of isolating that far side arm. He looks like he's trying to walk it over for some sort of a head and arm choke.
He looks a little undecisive, to be honest with you.
Now he just got underneath that one arm. He looks, I think Ramsey's just going to try to get belly up, belly down, and we'll see now he's got a good, now Uresk is doing a good job of, there he goes. Ramsey just sat through. He's got that guillotine that's really nasty for the, on that double-wristed guillotine. I don't even know what that's called, but it definitely looks like it doesn't feel good.
That's a tough one to pull off, though, when you have the bulkiness of the gloves. Usually the arm's going to be much more effective. He's tried it twice, and neither one of them actually had the intended result.
Yeah.
Now he's got one. He's got an arm in, does Nijem, so that negates that. But
he's trying to take Ramsey's back, but Ramsey's really got quick hips and long arms. He's going to be able to stop him probably from circling. Now Ramsey's up to his feet. Uresk is doing a great job keeping his hips back, but Ramsey's got a good reach.
But Uresk is going to have to do something here to improve that position. He's not going to get anything out of this, and so now he starts to make his move around.
Ramsey's trying to sit through.
Nijem's not going to wait for it. You're right about that. This is the thinking man's game now, where both of them are trying to figure out where that next chess move comes.
If something doesn't happen soon, there he just tried to take it. Oh, he's got Ramsey's back side. Well, not really. Ramsey's just popped out. Now Ramsey's got top position, and he seems to be doing really well from this position.
You wouldn't even have to be watching to know who got the reversal in that. You just listen to the crowd.
Exactly.
a lot of Ramsey Nijem fans here tonight.
Yeah, there are. Ramsey's really doing good with those elbows. Even through those block gloves, they're still doing damage. You can tell by the mouse under Uresk's eyes that they're making some contact. Ramsey's got to be careful not to get guillotined.
And get that arm
or not
in there.
guillotined, but triangled. Now he's got his arm in there. There he goes.
Did a good job of keeping that distance closed. And once that arm was free, now he gets the back.
Now he's actually going for the hooks, which is unusual for Ramsey. But he's got the near side underhook. Wow, he's really got a controlling position. Uresk is doing a good job of covering that ear.
Yeah, Uresk did a good job there, too, of controlling the left arm of Nijem. Otherwise, he would have been able to sink in that rear naked choke. But
wow.
Uresk just doesn't have a lot going for him here, and here comes Nijem again. Let's see how long Uresk wants to take the abuse before he taps.
Uresk is tough. He's getting back up. He's moving. He's trying to fight back.
Once the hooks are in, there's just not a lot you can do. You can see him trying to move the body weight around.
He's actually trying to punch backwards from his belly.
Rosenthal almost steps in, and now he finally does.
Fight.
He's just not going to be able to allow that many blows to the head to go.